trail of illegally imported food. First up, I visited Felixstowe Docks to see how our legal imports are checked and tested to keep us safe. Then we met the Border Force officers and Bindi the dog at Gatwick Airport. They routinely stop and confiscate illegal foodstuffs coming in from outside the UK. But the final part of my journey has brought me closer to home. This is South London. The woman in front of us is an undercover reporter, and she's investigating the sale of illegal meat. We've been tipped off we can buy African bush meat, wild animals brought in illegally from this and other butchers in London. This practice is completely prohibited. I've invited Dr. David Bailey, a forensic vet, to watch the footage with me.
I wonder what, is that from Africa? African one, right? African one, real African one.
I told you.
You sure?
Check it.
Okay. How much is this one?
What is of interest is it actually has the hair and the skin on it. If that was slaughtered in a regular slaughterhouse, certainly in the UK, if that's taken off, you can't sell meat with the skin, with the hair on. It's just not done. So automatically I know this is illegal meat. He claims it's from Africa.
Our reporter has told the butcher she wants African bushmeat for a party she's having with friends.
Come. You sure it's the real one, though? I don't want this for party. I'm having party with my friends. You sure? Okay.
When the people eat,
Tasty. That's what I want. Yeah.
very tasty, not tasty, it's very tasty.
Okay. Put it in a bag. Okay. 2 bags, please. So it doesn't. As long as it's tasty, it's for party. That's what I'm. And it's from Africa, African one. Solid one from bush, eh? I trust you.
The butcher seems keen to tell our reporter how he claims the meat has come into the UK.
It's coming on that level, that's why it's very special.
Africa. Okay.
The world coming
I see. Underground.
That mechanism that he described, the Africa, France, UK pathway, it is a well-known pathway for bushmeat to enter this country. General people in the public wouldn't be aware of this pathway, so that's not common knowledge. That's interesting that he can explain that.
So is that why it's expensive?
Yeah.
Oh, I now understand. Okay. So I can call you to order more for me next time, eh? It's a tasty one.
What he's describing there is smuggling, isn't it?
The pathway that he describes is smuggling, if what he's saying is true.
David's changed into a hazard suit and mask to protect himself from any infection the meat may be carrying. He already thinks the meat is illegal because it's been sold with its skin on and the spinal cord intact. Spinal cords must be removed from all livestock except sheep under 12 months old to guard against BSE.
What it is difficult to say. This is where articulates with the body, and this is the head. The head here, body here. This is the neck, and this is the top of the neck. And then, if you want to join them together, this is the right foreleg, and that's the neck. So this is how they were joined. I've examined the hair on a sample provided to me, and I was unable to definitively identify it, just because I think there is some sort of smoking, appears to have soot or smoke or has been burnt, and this has been applied externally. It hasn't been cooked, it's been applied externally.
This could be a smoky, an African delicacy where usually a goat or sheep is blow-torched to enhance its flavour. These are the first impressions, and the meat will have to go off for DNA testing before we have a definitive answer. But with David's hands-on examination complete, I'm keen to find out where he thinks the animal may have come from. If we put those samples together with the evidence of the footage, the way the man that was describing, what do you think about the origin of these pieces?
His story fits with what I'm saying, that the origin of these animals is not within the UK. It scares me that you can source this stuff apparently so easily.
What are we talking about in terms of the risks of bringing that piece of meat onto the market in the UK?
Quite a few diseases that can be brought in that we don't already have here in the UK. If you go back to 2001, there's a foot and mouth disease outbreak, and that affected only livestock. Affect a lot of people too. That's a recent example. I was involved in that outbreak. That's a recent example of just how devastating this can be.
Seeing that piece of meat being sold over the counter like that, what does it do to you?
We have a pathway from Africa into the European Union, into the UK, and we have people that are prepared to sell and buy this stuff. It's not a hypothetical risk. It is a real risk. It's a time bomb waiting to go off.
Our DNA tests come back from the lab, and they say this meat is from the sheep family. There are two possible explanations. It's either a sheep smoky from Africa or an illegally slaughtered UK sheep that's had the smoky treatment. Both types of meat are illegal, and neither would have gone through any health checks. After filming, we asked the shop assistant if the meat was from Africa as he claimed. He said he was joking, not being truthful. The Food Standards Agency told us they have supported a number of local authorities in successfully tackling the illegal meat trade. They added that although most bugs in food can be killed by cooking, illegally imported food should not be eaten because it's evaded official controls and could therefore pose a danger to human health. In the UK, we take food safety very seriously. At our ports and airports, we carry out stringent checks. There still appears to be an active market in illegal meat that could threaten the safety of both us and our livestock.